what's up, guys? So I saw this post on LinkedIn and I wanted to make a response video to it. Um, my unpopular opinion: humans shouldn't be writing code. He started coding about 16 years ago, and I'll link this post down below, the direct link to it. But I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to go through it. So first of all, his main point is basically the programmers of the future will be prompt context engineers who only concern themselves with the prompts that serve as the mental model. Ordinary people will be just as capable of building production software applications. My first point is there's a huge difference between an actual engineer and somebody that goes to Home Depot and uses his daddy's credit card to buy power tools and then claiming that he's a skilled carpenter. Anybody can go to Home Depot and do that, but you're not really a skilled carpenter unless you have all that background, that experience, that knowledge, that intuition, that you've been working down in the weeds in that field. It converts exactly into software engineering. You have to understand what the code is doing, understand the functions, the arrays, the programming paradigms, all the way down to the bits and the bytes at the CPU level. Not as much if you're like a web developer, but you have to understand what's going on in order to prompt the chat prompts correctly. As you see right here, he says, I started coding about 16 years ago. So just off of that alone, he already has a whole bunch of knowledge, I'm sure, probably a lot of programming knowledge already. So him being able to tell the chats what to do and how to prompt it correctly, he already has that education in his background. So that's kind of not a fallacy, but that's kind of a flaw right there in and of itself, I feel like, because newer people or newer devs might not have all that background. So it's not really a fair comparison there. And there was another thing. So my second point is he talks about he made a 3D browser game in about 5 minutes with AI instead of 40 hours. And my response to that is, if there's a bug or issue in the future that happens, you're going to have to be prompting through a whole bunch of prompts just to get it down and isolated. Somebody that, what if there's a bug in the inventory system or like an item dupe if it's a multiplayer game? Are you going to ask AI how to fix this item dupe, or are you going to look into the code yourself as somebody that has a lot of background and experience in the industry and knowledge of programming to fix the dupe yourself? See, there's like two different things fighting at each other right there, and it's going to be the latter one that prevails, because the other one you're just going to be fighting the prompts over and over again. So again, that's not really a prompt engineer. That's not the future. So what I'm just trying to say is the prompt engineers can be part of the future, but they're not going to be the only part of the software industry's future, if that makes sense. You're always going to need a skilled carpenter in the industry to actually fix and understand what's going on the back end or on whatever system that you're working on. And that goes for any industry. In the trades, in the software engineering field, everywhere. So that's just kind of my take on it. This will probably be a main video, not a short, because it's going to be over 3 minutes long. But I'll link this down below, and let me know if any of you guys have any other thoughts on it. And I appreciate you watching, and have a good day.